Lily Harper was a young woman whose aspirations soared far beyond the confines of her humble existence. At merely 23 years of age, she dedicated herself to her job at Rosie's Diner, a quaint, worn-down eatery nestled in the bustling heart of New York City. The worn paint on the walls and the persistent buzz of the neon open sign outside reflected her challenges. Yet she consistently found a way to smile. Lily possessed a remarkable talent, not only in attending to customers, but in ensuring that everyone felt acknowledged and appreciated. Amidst her extended hours and modest pay, Lily possessed a unique trait that set her apart. Each evening, following her shift, she collected the uneaten meals from the diner and shared them with the homeless individuals she encountered on her way home. For her, it was merely a simple gesture. Yet for those she assisted, it held immense significance. On a notably frigid evening, rain fell incessantly, drenching the city streets. As Lily rushed home, wrapping her frayed jacket snugly around her, she spotted a tiny silhouette curled up beneath the bus stop shelter. A young boy, perhaps no more than 8 years old, quaking in the tempest, his garments drenched completely. She hesitated, her heart heavy at the scene before her. "Greetings," she spoke softly, lowering herself beside him. "How are you doing? Where might your parents be?" The young lad gazed upward, his complexion wan and filled with trepidation. He murmured, "I don't have anyone. I find myself craving sustenance." Lily grasped his hand firmly and guided him back to the diner, her decision made in an instant. The rain drenched them both, yet she remained unfazed. Upon entering, she enveloped him in a cozy blanket and presented him with a piping hot bowl of soup. The boy's face brightened as he ate, and for the first time that night, Lily experienced a warmth in her chest, even amidst the chill. Unbeknownst to Lily, a pair of eyes had been observing her every move. A sleek black car sat parked across the street, its engine purring gently. Seated within the confines of his luxurious office was James Dalton, a billionaire celebrated for his astute business acumen and reserved nature. After a long and taxing day, he found himself navigating the serene streets, seeking solace in their tranquility to ease his mind. Yet, in that moment, his gaze fell upon her. Initially, it stemmed from a sense of wonder. What could have compelled a young woman to venture out into the rain, hunched down next to a boy without a home? Yet, as James observed Lily guiding the boy to the diner and tending to him, he found himself unable to tear his gaze away. Her actions resonated with an authenticity and selflessness that touched him profoundly. "Who is this person?" James whispered softly, his eyes locked on the diner. After a long time, James experienced a stirring within him, an inexplicable sense of wonder and admiration. He hastily noted the name of the diner before speeding off. Yet the vision of Lily lingered in his mind long after he had stepped back into his opulent penthouse. The following days passed in a haze for Lily, as she balanced demanding double shifts while also looking after her younger brother, who depended on her to cover his school fees. She hardly had a moment to reflect on the boy she had assisted. The recollection of his smile remained, providing her with the fortitude to overcome her fatigue. In the meantime, James found his thoughts consumed by the waitress. He possessed all the riches one could desire, yet the vision of her drenched in the rain, extending warmth and compassion to someone devoid of it, lingered in his mind. It was more than her actions that held his fascination. It was the essence of her soul. He was eager to uncover more about her. One evening, James arrived at a pivotal decision. Clad in a meticulously tailored suit that felt incongruous for a diner, he stepped through the entrance of Rosie's. The gentle chime of the bell above the door captured Lily's focus. She balanced a tray of plates, her hair a bit frizzy from the humidity, yet her smile shone brightly as always. James paused, captivated by the recognition in her features. Lily welcomed him with the same genuine warmth she extended to every customer. "Greetings from Rosie's. Feel free to sit wherever you prefer," she said, her tone bright even though her eyes revealed a hint of fatigue. James selected a secluded booth, his eyes tracking her every action as she diligently focused on her tasks. She extended the same warmth to everyone that he had witnessed on that rainy night. She assisted an elderly customer in counting his change, provided a complimentary coffee refill to a mother in need, and took a moment to inquire about a regular who appeared to be unusually quiet. Each encounter reaffirmed what James had already understood. This woman was remarkable. After finishing his meal, James quietly passed the bill to Lily. As he departed, he discreetly tucked an envelope beneath his plate. Lily only became aware of it when she set about clearing the table. Within lay a neat pile of fresh bills, exceeding the amount of a typical gratuity. Her hands shook slightly while she tallied the cash, her thoughts swirling with uncertainty. She dashed outside, her heart racing as she sought the enigmatic figure, but he had vanished into thin air. The elegant black car she had spotted earlier had vanished from view. Throughout the night, Lily found herself consumed by curiosity, pondering who he was and what had compelled him to leave such a generous tip. The following morning, the restaurant thrummed with energy. Lily fastened her apron and started her shift, oblivious to the profound transformation that awaited her. Her thoughts lingered on the homeless man she had assisted just a few days prior. She wished he had discovered a secure haven to find solace. However, her attention swiftly shifted back to the patrons arriving for breakfast. At the stroke of noon, the restaurant's front door creaked open, revealing a tall, impeccably attired gentleman who stepped inside. His meticulously crafted suit and gleaming shoes distinguished him from the relaxed patrons around him. Lily was preoccupied with taking an order from an elderly couple, so she didn't notice him at first. As the hostess drew near, she leaned in and murmured, "That gentleman over there has requested you as his server." Lily cast a startled look at the man. Initially, she failed to recognize him. Yet when their gazes locked, an uncanny sense of familiarity pulled at her heart. The man offered a gentle smile, his eyes holding her gaze as though he were examining her closely. Lily dismissed the strange sensation and walked over to his table, clutching her notepad and pen. "Good afternoon," she greeted with her characteristic warmth. "How may I assist you today?" The man paused briefly before responding, "I'll have the special of the day, but only if you promise to take a break and share a coffee with me later." Lily blinked, momentarily taken aback by his unexpected request. "I appreciate your understanding, but I typically don't take breaks while I'm working. Would you like to add anything else to your order?" The gentleman let out a soft laugh. "Only a special for now," he remarked, offering her the menu. As Lily walked away, an unsettling sensation lingered within her, as if there was an unspoken connection between them, a silent acknowledgement that he was aware of her in a way that remained unvoiced. As the meal unfolded, the man watched Lily intently. He observed her unwavering patience and kindness towards every customer, regardless of how hectic or demanding the situation became. With a deft touch, she glided through the room, balancing trays effortlessly, offering warm smiles to even the most cantankerous patrons, and ensuring each table felt attended to and content. To him, it was evident that Lily was not merely diligent. She was remarkable. As she presented the man with his bill, he delved into his wallet and retrieved a credit card. Yet, just as she was about to walk away, he called out to her. "Hold on," he said. "There's something I want to inquire about." Lily halted, her head tilting in a curious manner. "Absolutely." The man inclined his body ever so slightly. "Do you recall assisting a homeless man on the street last week?" Her eyes grew large with astonishment. "Indeed, I do," she responded. "What makes you aware of that?" He smiled with a hint of understanding. "That day, I witnessed a remarkable act. A young woman who went above and beyond to assist someone in need. Your compassion truly left a lasting impression on me." Lily felt a warm flush rise to her cheeks, a hint of embarrassment washing over her. It was merely a trivial matter. He required assistance, and I simply acted as anyone ought to. The man stated with conviction, "Not everyone would have taken the path you chose. Many individuals would have passed by without a moment's consideration." He presented her with a neatly folded piece of paper, accompanying the bill. "This is meant for you," he remarked. "Feel free to open it once I'm gone." Lily gazed at the paper, a swirl of confusion in her mind, yet her manners held her back from declining. She observed the man as he rose, offered her a final smile, and exited the restaurant. Her curiosity overwhelmed her, and she swiftly opened the note. Within the envelope lay a check amounting to $50,000. Amidst the overwhelming figures, a personal note was inscribed by hand. Your generosity has sparked a flame within me. Harness this to shape the future you are worthy of. A thankful passerby. Lily's heart pounded in her chest as she gripped the check, her hands quaking with anticipation. She dashed outside, her eyes sweeping the street for any trace of the man, but he had vanished. Her thoughts danced with uncertainty. Who was he really? What could possibly motivate him to present her with such an extraordinary gift? What was it about him that felt so recognizable? That evening, as she lingered in her small apartment, Lily found her thoughts consumed by the enigmatic stranger. She wished to send the check back. The amount was simply too great for her to consider accepting. However, the note lacked any contact details, leaving her completely at a loss for how to locate him. As the days stretched into weeks, a transformation unfolded in Lily's life. Using the funds, she settled her debts and began to save for her aspiration of launching a cozy cafe where all, even those without homes, could enjoy a warm meal and a friendly smile. Still, she found herself pondering the man who had offered her the opportunity to transform her life. One day, while she strolled home from the restaurant, a polished black car glided to a stop beside her. The window slid open, revealing him, the kind stranger from the restaurant. I was hoping to run into you, he said with a grin. Lily halted abruptly, her heart racing wildly. Oh, it's you once more? What was the reason behind you giving me that money? May I ask who you are? The man emerged from the vehicle, his demeanor a blend of gravity and warmth. He stated that he had an explanation to offer. Greetings, I am Andrew Hale. I hold the position of CEO at Hale Enterprises. Lily's jaw fell open in disbelief. Hale Enterprises stood as one of the largest corporations in the nation, with Andrew Hale recognized as a prominent billionaire. I refrained from revealing my identity to observe your reaction, he continued. I've dedicated years to accumulating wealth, yet I've never encountered anyone as altruistic as you. Assisting that homeless boy transcended mere kindness. It revealed your true self. Lily found herself at a loss for words, grappling with the overwhelming flood of thoughts and emotions. But what makes you think someone like you would matter to me? I'm merely a server. Andrew beamed with delight. You are so much more than that. Your spirit is priceless, and I truly think the world would benefit from having more individuals like you. He presented her with an envelope. This document pertains to a quaint cafe located in the heart of downtown. It belongs to you now. View it as a commitment to someone who truly merits it. Lily felt tears begin to gather in her eyes. Despite her attempts to decline, Andrew remained adamant. Simply assure me of one thing, he said. Continue to be the individual who motivated me. Continue to support those around you. From that moment on, Lily's existence changed dramatically. Her cafe transformed into a sanctuary for those seeking solace, just as she had always envisioned. Despite her lack of complete understanding regarding the reasons fate had intertwined her life with Andrew Hale's, she was certain of one thing. Even the tiniest act of kindness has the power to transform the world.